Guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Sabira, aka Saabythesimmer. I hope you're doing well today. So we're back with another speed build. So I just want to say sorry for the lack of videos. My console stopped working, I had to get it fixed, and then I needed time to also build and like get some footage filmed and then edited for you. So I had this speed build. I was trying to, like, I didn't know what I wanted to build. It's been a while, and I've done a lot of like base game building because I just had my laptop still. So I was just doing some base game building or like some kind of limited pack build. So I wanted to like challenge myself. I wanted to give myself something interesting to do. So I went to try Plumbiller's like randomized build challenge thing, and when I rolled, I can't lie, I started to follow it, and then I didn't like the idea of doing it. I'll tell you what it says. So it says the building style of your house is industrial and your color themes will be neutral. It will have 3 floors and 5 rooms. Your budget for this build is 74,435 simoleons exactly. It houses 8 sims. Your disadvantage for this build is that you cannot use anything other than base game, good luck babe, XOXO, Plumbiller. So yeah, I didn't want to do a base game build. So I started off and I was planning on doing a base game build. But when in my mind I was like, okay, 8 sims, that's cool. And when I thought about 5 rooms, for some reason I was trying to do 5 bedrooms. But I think it means like specifically 5 rooms. So like rooms that have been like sectioned off, there needs to be 5. But I was like, how do I make enough space for 8 sims and I only have 5 rooms and it's 3 stories? So it was a struggle. I did have an inspiration for this, and I'll put the inspiration on the screen for you and you'll see kind of it come together. I just loved the shape of it, and I liked the different levels, the different little details on this build, so I thought I could try and recreate it in a sim. So I took a lot of inspiration from it. It was difficult to get it exactly, and in the end I just did a lot of like bump outs to kind of make the build a bit more like usable for myself, or just a bit more like realistic. Like I needed more space, I needed more kind of like areas in the house, so I think I just like moved things around a bit as well. But generally, like, the inspiration came from the photo that was on the screen. But yeah, it is 3 stories. As I said, I did start off with base game and then I ended up using a few packs. I think it's still pack limited. Like, to be honest, I think I know I used Mosquito Stuff pack. I know I used the Growing Together pack, Eco Lifestyle, and I think something else as well. I can't remember what else as well, but I'm pretty sure I used like, oh, the industrial loft kit. I tried to like keep to the idea of it being industrial. I kept with the 3 stories and I kept with 8 sims. So I made enough room for 8 sims. If maybe potentially some sims might share a room, because I think I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms. One of those rooms can be used as an office, but I've done 5 bedrooms, and like I said, you can use one of those spaces for an office. And like the very top floor, the 3rd floor, is kind of like split, so it could literally just be like the master kind of like area, or just like the main, like the primary bedroom with their own bathroom and their own kind of like balcony spaces. But there's like balcony space all around this house. I think the shape of the build allowed for me to have like different areas kind of coming off, so there's like different balcony spots, which is kind of cute. I don't feel like I use balconies much when I'm like actually in my game, but I enjoyed the aspect of having some like balconies in this build, and it just like makes it interesting. A lot more light comes through because I just use sliding doors everywhere. But yeah, I really enjoyed the way this came together, and it is a short speed build because it is a shell. I didn't furnish it fully. If I'm honest, like when I was doing it, I was like, I just don't know how I want to furnish it. I just wasn't sure how I wanted to furnish it. And then I was like, how do I do industrial? Like, I don't know why, but when I think of industrial, I think of like metals and like maybe some darker wood tones and things like that. But I don't know, I struggled a bit, to be fair. I think I've done industrial before, but never like intentionally like I'm doing industrial style. So I think I struggled, or maybe I was just like overthinking it. I think coming back into it, you just like, you feel, I don't know, I just felt like I had to come back into it all over again, and it felt a bit strange. But yeah, it's fine. I didn't show you me creating a floor plan because it took me a long time to figure out the shape and the size, and like I said, at first I was going with the instructions given to me, and then when I realized it said 5 rooms, I went to go and change the floor plan, and then I was like, actually no, I'm just gonna do my own thing. So I tried to take inspiration from the like instructions given from this like challenge, but then I also went and did my own thing. So there's definitely more than 5 rooms altogether. The kitchen, dining, living space is all open planned, and then I've like separated the bedrooms. So there's the bedroom downstairs, there's a small bathroom downstairs, and it's just got a shower, toilet, and sink in there. So I thought like that could be like the bathroom that is used by the main bedroom downstairs, or one of the bedrooms that's, well, the bedroom that's downstairs, as well as like everyone else in the house. And then upstairs there's 3 bedrooms. I believe is there 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms? I think so. And then on the 3rd floor there's just 1 space and then a bathroom and then like balcony space as well. So, and then you get to the top 3rd floor via the stairs on the balcony on the outside. So you can kind of see that on the screen at the moment. And one thing I don't know if I explained it before, but I pretty much do it every time I build. But with the stairs, I always just draw a fence around the stairs, especially if I want it to be cut out. If I want the stairs to kind of have a cut out space, I will just draw a fence all around the space I want to remove. And if you draw a fence over the part where like the top of the stairs, it doesn't affect the stairs, and you can just cut out the floor underneath it. So that's a little tip if I haven't already explained it, or if you haven't seen me do it before, but I think I do it all the time, to be fair. And yeah, I enjoyed putting this build together. It was fun to try and do something a bit more different. I've got in my mind as well, I think I did this as well because I was like, I really want to do like an Oasis Springs like makeover, but I haven't even finished my Newcrest series yet, so I need to like finish that before I start a whole another project. But with the Oasis Springs, I was going to go for this kind of style in terms of like, it's a super modern, very like boxy and different shapes and sizes. Like I have so much inspiration on my Pinterest right now, and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But I think that's where I want to go with it. I think that's what I want to do with this, what do you call it, with this like Oasis Spring is Save. I think I want to go like super modern and like boxy, but then some of them have like interesting roofs. So I don't know, like my Pinterest is full of like inspiration right now, and I just want to like do it, but at the same time I need to finish my Newcrest series, and yeah, I need to do that. I have filmed a video of my family dynamics challenge, so I'm in the process of editing that as well, so you guys can have another video coming up shortly as well. So this video will probably go up this week that the week that you're watching it, and then next week I'll have family dynamics video ready, and then at least I have 2 videos that are ready, and then I can like focus on like the next bit of content I have. I don't have that much time off this month. I have like loads of things going on this month actually. Like this weekend I'm out, last weekend I was out, and then I think next weekend as well there's my work summer party, and then on the week after that I'm going away during the weekend, and then I think the week after that is at the end of July, and then obviously end of July, beginning of August is my birthday's on the 2nd of August, so around that time anyway is normally like, that's normally my focus. But I don't have anything planned for my birthday this year, and it was difficult getting time off, so I'm gonna have to go to work for my birthday, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. I'm hoping that, well, I don't know how long I'll be in this job, but one day it'll be nice for my birthday to fall on like a weekend, and then I won't have to book it off because I don't work on the weekend. But yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. But I haven't got any plans for my birthday. I don't know what I want to do. I would have loved to go on a little solo trip, but I just didn't plan anything, and I don't have that much time. I'm also like doing something that weekend of my birthday as well. So if I wasn't doing anything that weekend, I would have gone somewhere that weekend essentially. But because I've got like a live podcast show to go to on that Saturday, it's like I'd prefer to go away Friday to Sunday kind of thing, or but yeah, anyway, maybe I'll figure something out. I'll do something, but I just don't know what yet. And yeah, I feel like I use the photo as inspiration for like color wise. So although it's not like the reference image isn't like it hasn't got like loads of color on it, it's not bright or anything like that, it's pretty simple and like basic, but I kind of like went with the theme of it, and I kind of just followed it through a bit, because with me, like sometimes it's hard, especially with like exteriors, it's hard for me to think about what paints I should use or what wall textures I should use. So I just kind of went with white, and I stuck with different style. So I think white, I use like the white brick from base game, and then I use the white paneling from Growing Together, and then that kind of like brown paneling, kind of like wood texture that I've used on the front, and then near the back that is base game as well. And then I just use the like base game tiles on the floor as well. And then I think I moved a lot as well, to be fair, because I needed a bit more space, and it was just, I was running out of space. I used a lot of like base game debug to dress up the house a little bit more. In the reference image, there's a lot of like greenery and foliage like hanging off the balconies, and there's just different parts of green. So I tried to like, what's the word? I was gonna say mimic, but I was trying to like copy that, or like create that same feeling. So on the side, I've got like the ivy that kind of creeps up. It's not as nice as the Discover University one. Like, I really like the Discover University like ivory, but I didn't use anything from Discover University, so I didn't want to use that one thing for this build, like from that pack, just one debug item. I just didn't feel like it made sense, so I just stuck with what was in base game, and then I just kind of like creeped up. Originally I had it over the windows, and then I just felt like, I don't know, I don't really like it, so then I kind of like shuffled it and kept it to one side. I do add a pool into this build. I think I've mentioned before, but when I build in Oasis Springs, it feels like it just makes sense if there's a pool in the build. Whereas normally if I build homes, unless it's like a big home or like a bit more of a fancy home, I don't build a pool, because for me, pools always equate to like you have money. Because I don't feel like it's common for people to just have a pool in their garden. Maybe like a paddling pool, or like an inflatable pool, things like that. That's probably a bit more common. But like to have a proper built-in pool, like that costs money. So I just don't feel like it goes in every build that I build, because I'm a bit more realistic when it comes to my builds. Like I like to try and keep it realistic, even though it is The Sims and it's a game, you can do as many different things with it. I still like realism in my game. So I think I was going to go with a fence to kind of like outline the back garden at first, but then in the end I just went with, what do you call it, half walls. I just felt like it was a bit easier to create the kind of shape that I wanted, and it was just easier if I just did half walls, to be fair. So I ended up going with like really light woods on the inside. I think I used the Eco Lifestyle wood inside as well, and then I used the stone from Growing Together on the like half wall. I was going to go with the brown because I felt like there wasn't enough brown going on, but I thought the stone would look really good, and I did really like the way it turned out with the stone on this side. And then I used like a debug car as well in the front, and I can't remember if I do any more landscaping. I kept the landscaping really simple, but lately landscaping has not been my favourite thing to do, so that's probably why I kept it really simple. And the pool, I was trying to figure out a way of like getting a fountain, like, you know, the like sprinklers or the water feature items. I was trying to put it on that little ledge that I've created, but when I played tested it, I was like, I don't know, it looks kind of weird for water to just be coming out of a bush. Like, I don't know if I should have changed it and did something else. Sorry, it's pretty early. I've only just woken up, but I can't sleep, and my alarm goes off in a couple of minutes, so I just thought I'd get this voiceover done instead of trying to like pretend to go back to sleep. But I didn't know how to make it work. Maybe I could have done rocks instead of that little kind of like flower box style. I could have done, what do you call it, rocks instead, because I've seen people do it where they do like a water feature and it looks really good, but I haven't figured out how to do it myself yet. So maybe the next build, maybe I'll try the next build. But I really like the way it turned out. I can't lie, I really want to play in this house myself, and even with the little sim that I was playtesting with, I was like, this is a cute house, this is pretty. Didn't do much, like as you can see, I didn't do much landscaping at all. I did a bit of terrain paints on the little bushes, or like, I don't know if you call them aloe vera plants. I think there's two of those style of plants, and one is a bit more aloe vera like than this one, but you know, those spiky plants, those ones. And then I move on inside and we do the little bathroom. I don't know why I filmed this one, because it's so awkward to film in such a small tight spot, but I show you this bathroom, I show you the bathroom on the second floor. I think I only show you two bathrooms. I don't know why I did that. I could have just showed you none. I mean, I could have showed you just one, but I think because it was a shell, I decided to show you something other than just like me putting the kitchen appliances in. But yeah, I didn't clutter up the kitchen. Like normally I would, like if I do a shell build, I'd clutter up the kitchen still, but for this one I didn't. I just cluttered up the bathroom because I felt like it just made it a bit more easier for you to like move in and like decorate. But yeah, now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I could have added a bit of cloud to the kitchen, to be fair, because it looks a bit plain, and I didn't know what cabinets to use, because if like we're going with this kind of industrial feel, but I didn't know how to like make it work in this space, because the walls were quite white. I used some of the stone from the Growing Together pack, and then I used kind of like this, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like a square wallpaper kind of style of wallpaper that comes in base game. I used it recently on a build, and I was like, I really like this. I need to use it in a house. Like, it'd be nice as like a feature wall, but yeah, I don't know. So it was a bit difficult to like figure out what colors and tones to go with, because I had this light wood floor, then white walls. So then I went with like a dark brown swatch of the like industrial base game cabinets and counters. So I don't know if that really works, but I mean, I tried. But yeah, like I said, limited packs that I've used one kit, and the rest are just like expansion packs. Yeah, I was gonna say Growing Together is an expansion pack, yeah, and Eco Lifestyle is an expansion pack, yeah. So just one kit, expansion packs, and base game. But yes, I can't remember the price because I started off with the budget I was given from the challenge, but I knew I had to add more money anyway when I was doing the bathrooms. So I think when I was downstairs I was fine, but once I moved upstairs to do the bathrooms, that's when the money started to rack up and I started to need more money. So I think I definitely went over. So it's pretty expensive considering it's just a show and there's not much in the house. But I mean, it depends on, you can always change the counters, the appliances used, and change the bathroom up as well. And then I ended up giving it the kitchen little island, because I kind of, the floor plan I had in mind was you have the area where the kitchen is, and then next to it you can have a dining table, and then the kind of larger space is the living space, and then where I'm putting the blinds was the first bathroom, the first bedroom downstairs, and then you've kind of got, it's all open plan, it's just the bedroom, and then you've got the kitchen, you've got a bathroom downstairs as well. But I've decided to use blinds. I normally, like with shells, I'll put curtains, but I was like, I don't know, I've never done this before where all the rooms just use those blinds from base game. I've never done it before, and I kind of like the way it turned out. I feel like it's a bit more like sleek and clean and minimal. So yeah, I was feeling it. You'll see me kind of like add in all the details for each of the bathrooms, but then I think I only show you me doing one of the bathrooms upstairs, I believe. So yeah, we will come to an end real shortly. So I just want to say thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like in the comments. Leave me a like, leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you want to see me build anything in particular, do let me know. And yeah, I will see you for the next video real soon, guys. And I nearly forgot to say that if you do want this build, it is up on the gallery. My gallery ID is Saabythesimmer or Saburo2. I'll leave the details in the description for you. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Take care. See you soon. Bye.